Last time we played StarCraft was the end of November, so it's been a couple months. I did leave some notes to myself. Thank you, past me. I said continue heavy turtling, producing soldiers to fill all the bunkers, make sure you have no idle SCVs, send people out to scout. Okay, so we're going to try to do that. I think I'm also going to turn the game speed down at the beginning of each stream as I get back in the habit of what we were doing, and then I'll turn it back to normal once I feel like I have a sense of what the hell's happening. So part of what I wanted to do is make sure all of my bunkers were full of guys. I can't really heal my regular Terran Marines right now, is that true?
You want a piece of me, boy? Give me something to shoot. Commander. Standing by. Commander.
Send one here.
Jacked up and good to go.
These guys are full. Which ones are not full? I actually did a pretty good job of filling these ones already. Might have been my only one that was short one. Oh, I got some bunkers up here that aren't full. Okay.
Jacked up and good to go.
Oh wow, I can put an SCV in there? That doesn't seem useful. I think that SCV just built that location.
Jacked up and good to go. Give me something to shoot. Outstanding.
The soundtrack reminds me a lot. I don't know if anyone ever played it, but there was a game for the Super Nintendo called Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Tournament Fighters. The soundtrack reminds me a lot of this song. Let me just see if I've got any other bunkers that aren't filled right now. Got a rando Marine standing around not doing shit. Let's try to fix that at least.
Go, go, go.
It's very bad for SCVs to die. Okay. They won't fight in the bunkers, right? It's just a way to protect them, I guess.
Yeah.
Go ahead and send out some scouts here. Guess I can have a regular Marine out, kind of scouting in the far distance as well. Shouldn't be terribly bad.
Standing by. Go, go, go.
One's up to 4. Several more there. I've already got a couple barracks here.
Go, go, go.
And there is a hard limit to the number of total units I can have, and it's this stat up here, which I increase with... What kind of building was it again? Was it a supply depot, maybe? Increases the maximum units I'm allowed to have.
Yeah, I'm going.
Okay. I'll probably up the game speed here soon. I just want to make sure I'm not missing anything else. I do have an idle SCV, which is a bummer. So let's build some more supply depots to get more dudes.
Standing by. Let's move.
I've got another idle SCV over here. Have him build one too. I could probably start having dudes farm this node, right? But I have to have another command center there. Is that how it works? I think I only have one command center at the moment. Maybe? They all look like this, right? This purple one. I thought maybe I had a red one too from the start of the mission. But if I do, I don't know where it is. It doesn't show anywhere on the minimap, right? Build a wall of depots off to the side.
Yeah. No problem.
Okay. Get in there.
Go. Commander. Rock and roll. You want a piece of
Gonna
me,
have to have more than
boy?
one command center, but it'd speed things up a ton. Does this game have any, like, place where I can go to see a summary of all of my units? Or is that even a feature of these sorts of games in the first place, I wonder?
Oh, is that it?
So long as an SCV has an open path to one they'll deliver.
Yeah,
I
I'm
see.
going.
I might build one by this clump and move some of my SCVs over. Alright, I can at least advance the game clock a teensy bit here. I'll go ahead and save as well. This is 20819. Okay. Once this guy's finishing building these supply depots, I can probably do something about it. You, my friend, go up here, please. Is it generally good to have like rando Marines out and about to have more map coverage, just scout for stuff coming in? I'm guessing there's got to be some units that are specifically built for just having vision of areas, right? Like, I just know this through cultural osmosis, but isn't there a Zerg unit that basically does that? Flies, makes it really easy to see what's going on elsewhere on the map. Zerg is weird. All my bunkers are staffed. Let's have this guy build a command center down here. Overlords increase your cap, fly around to give you vision. You can also put units in them. Can they be killed, the overlords? Zerg is gross. Try to maximize my vision here if I can. How good is the pathing generally of units in this game? It's horrible. Okay, good to know. Wraith is the one that I can also use to quickly scout if I need to.
Attack formation.
Whole planet here is to hard turtle, basically. Only one SCV can participate in building a building at a time, right? Scuttle back and forth a bunch. Oof.
Give me something to shoot.
How does elevation work in terms of vision? Like, can I see something from high ground that something won't be able to see me from low ground?
Standing by. Go, go, go. Let's move. Go, go, go. Let's move. Outstanding.
Generally can't see up, but actions you take can cause them to see you. I see. Shooters are repairing the building for those extra units. Oh, I see. That's interesting. So I assigned an SCV to mine this. Does that mean they're going to take it all the way back to this command center until this command center becomes available, and they'll automatically fix their pathing to go to the closer one? Whoa, why did that happen? Was it because I hit escape? That was shitty. I meant to go to my menu to show Burner what the mission was. Terran 5 Revolution. Can I turn that hotkey off, please? I'm gonna hit escape all the time. I want it to be my menu button. I don't think I can. Shit. Woof. Well, that happened. It's over. It was almost done, too. Oof. Alright, see if I can pump out a couple more.
Your forces are under attack.
Is there a hard maximum on the number of,
Right away, sir.
What was I gonna ask? Is there a hard maximum on the number of soldiers I can have, or is it just based on how many supply depots I've built? 200?
Orders received. Yeah.
So I can fix these
Orders received.
vultures. Max at 200. Some units cost more than one supply. Okay. Is there any agreement on like the more efficient units for Terrans? Probably build more bunkers too.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
If I have an SCV repair a bunker that has damaged soldiers in it, it doesn't help the soldiers at all, right? I'll need to unlock new tech later on for the soldiers to get healing.
Orders, Captain. You want a piece of me, boy?
Throw Marines at it.
Right away, sir. Yes,
Killers
sir.
weren't introduced until Brood
Right away,
War.
sir.
Let's see. Hello. Go team.
What are you
Proud of y'all. Took virtually no damage in the process of that. That was great. So they won't appear in the campaign then, right?
Commander.
Unless if you're in the Brood War campaign, I guess.
Go, go, go. Standing by.
I love this game's soundtrack. It's very stylish.
Go, go, go.
Alright.
Orders, Captain. You want a piece of me, boy?
Okay, so command centers can always build SCVs. Is there anything else that they can use their time for lack of a better term? Like if I'm building SCVs, is that preventing the command center from doing anything else that's useful, or not really? Exclusively Brood War and local multiplayer. This game's soundtrack is really cool.
SCV good to go, sir. You want a piece of me, boy?
Let's make more supply depots. Scanner or nuke silo later on. Okay. It's built to have their own queue. Let's see.
What now?
Gotta be careful with Sarah Kerrigan and Jim Raynor. I think this mission ends if they die.
SCV
I'm just
good
gonna
to
not
go,
use
sir.
them.
Your forces are under attack.
Not really.
You want a piece of me?
That's not gonna end well.
Let's move. Standing by. Commander.
Where's my...
Reporting in. Roger. Standing by. SCV good to go.
Are they... Do they have any chance of taking on an aerial unit?
Standing by. Reporting in.
Alright, I have to press A to get them to attack. Stop moving to attack, right? Okay, remember that for next time. Otherwise, I'll just keep moving past.
Sector locked in.
Well, I took no damage in the process, so that's cool.
Standing by. SCV good to go, sir.
I do need to think of my units as being disposable in this game, right?
Your forces are under attack.
Standing by. Go ahead, Commander. Transmit coordinates.
Racer anti-air, useless versus ground.
Coordinates received.
Oh, Marines do have good obsidian rates. Okay, gotcha.
SCV good to go, sir.
So Wraith beats Wraith.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit equals food.
Give me something to shoot.
I think I see what you're saying. I might try to build a
I reach you, sir.
bunker down here. I think I've got spare SCVs for it.
Orders, Captain? Right away, sir.
Build your own Wraiths.
Yes, sir. I read you.
One versus ground, one versus air. The versus air is like 300% of the versus ground damage. Oh, is that what this is down here? For once I select it.
Reporting in. Orders, Captain. Orders received.
Try to build a couple bunkers down there and send some more soldiers to help them out.
Give me something to shoot. Outstanding.
Lasers versus ground does 8 damage, the missiles are versus air and do 20. Wow. And it just automatically uses the best possible thing, or is there like a micro component to that?
Reporting for duty. I can't build there.
Okay, you're here.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Bunker.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Marines cost 20% the cost of a Wraith. Sure. I should maybe build a couple more to defend. Cost some gas, and they count as 2 for supply? Okay, I think I see.
You want a piece of me, boy? You want a piece of me, boy? Outstanding. Standing by. Let's move.
Don't hit escape this time. Destroy the Confederate base. Alright. Yeah, my note to myself from the previous adventure, previous session of this game was to just turtle as much as possible for a long time. I think it's generally true that even if the player is very bad in RTS, like I am, the player is generally going to be better at turtling than the computer will be.
Orders received.
If that's a good way to put it or not.
You want a piece of me, boy? Yes, sir.
It seems like the campaign is all about turtling, whereas the multiplayer is all about being aggressive. Wraiths can cloak. Okay, that's cool. Is Wraith the main air option of the Terrans? Is that kind of like their deal?
You want a piece of me, boy?
So I can't build on the bridge, I see.
Jacked up and good to go.
Okay, so I got a max of 4 there.
Captain? Roger that.
Lessons the missions teach you will vary as you continue through the campaign.
Right away, sir. You want a piece of me, boy? You want a piece of me, boy?
Do you eventually get good enough at this game that you're just doing hotkeys for all the build options instead of clicking on everything like a scrib? Okay. I will be because I'm bad, because I haven't played it before, but
Job
I
completed.
try really hard not to think about how I'm playing an RTS inefficiently.
Want a piece of me, boy?
It kind of drives me crazy to think about. But it's like an MMO in that respect. Like, you should never be clicking your abilities, right? Because time matters.
Standing by. Outstanding. Jacked up and good to go. Go, go, go. Standing by. You want a piece of me, boy? Outstanding. Reporting for duty.
Get an APM in my overlay. Right? It's gonna be like 4 APM. 4 and exactly 4. Does SCV get stuck?
Hey, boy. Orders
I think I stuck him in here. Maybe he can get out. Oh, that's funny. Maybe I can sneak through by this rock. Oh no! Poor guy!
Affirmative. Roger
Well,
that. Orders received.
I guess he lives here now. This is his new house.
Finished.
I didn't think that was going to be possible. That's funny. It's interesting that they even have
Let's move. Rate the
collision with their own buildings.
standing by.
I guess that's for balance reasons. I have to blow it up to get him out. Can I suicide a character?
Commander, let's move.
Because I guess he's counting against my supply usage.
Commander,
Report for duty. Affirmative. Orders received.
There's no hard limit on number of buildings, right? That's just gated by how many resources I have.
Yes, sir. Roger that.
Fire bats can go inside bunkers too, but that doesn't really help me very much, right? They don't shoot flamethrowers from in there.
go, go.
Fire bats seem like they're maybe not, or are they good against other Terran units? If I click attack to kill a unit.
I read you. Affirmative.
You want a piece of me, boy?
So I couldn't select him myself,
I read you.
but I could have like my Wraith come and murder him.
Reporting for duty. Affirmative.
I guess I can't build down here anyway. Why don't you just chill down here, buddy?
Orders, Captain.
Order him with my Wraith. Okay. Come here, buddy. Sorry, Mr. SCV, buddy.
Piece of me, boy. You want a piece of me, boy? Jacked up and good to go. Go, go, go.
Yes, sir. Orders, Captain.
Can't have too many bunkers. I think you actually probably can't have too many bunkers. Lifetime criminals.
Go.
I miss this old Blizzard era where like there are no good guys in a lot of their games. Definitely in like Diablo, it's kind of always been a lure theme.
Standing by.
Mostly in Warcraft.
Commander.
Job finished.
Supply bunkers and StarCraft 2 are amazing. How do they work? What makes them different from regular bunkers?
Piece of me, boy.
I think their base is over the water. Maybe I can get to it somehow. So, if their base is in fact across the water, like I think it's down here somewhere, how can I get all of my ground units over there? Is there like a way for me to put them in a transport and move them across?
Commander. Standing by.
I'm just making sure they can never get anywhere near my base, and then I'll maybe try to make an attack force.
You want a piece of me, boy? Go ahead, Commander. You want a piece of me, boy?
Hey, I managed to kill that SCV.
Base is under attack.
Really?
I read you, sir.
Good job, team.
Yeah.
Dropships. Do you know what crafts a dropship? It's not the starport, right? Oh wait, attach control tower. Build control tower. Okay. Okay, so maybe what I could do is, the dropship can move, right? So I could go bring it down by where I've centered all of my troops in these excessive bunkers, and then take them all out of the bunkers and send them out, potentially. Most of these are filled.
Reporting for duty.
I'd like to have a display on the screen that shows me the total number of idle SCVs I have. I guess I understand why they don't do that. Could also use a dropship to save that SCV. Oh, okay. Fair enough. StarCraft 2. Oh, and there's a hotkey for select idle, so it'll just pick one of them among the idle ones.
Coordinates.
Add-on complete.
Okay, so Now I can make dropships. How many units can fit inside a single dropship?
Give me something to shoot.
8. Okay. Oh, they can take stuff other than like Marines and fire bats? That's interesting. Can they take the, what was it, the Reapers? The Death Motorcycles? Vultures, that's what they're called. Gotcha.
What do you
So one
want?
of these up there.
I dig. What do you want? Yeah? Yeah, I'm going.
Transmit coordinates.
Can I take your order? Go
I see. Here's a dropship.
Hang on, we're in for some chops.
Yeah, just arrow keys. My problem is I've got a separate gaming PC from a stream PC, and I control both of them via
Strap yourselves in, boys.
via input director. So if I go off screen, it goes to my other monitors,
Hang on.
and I don't think I have a way to lock the cursor to this monitor. Oh shit, I hit escape again. Gotta be careful of that. So I don't think that's a choice. Display APM in game. Alert when APM falls below 60. I'm good. Thanks. Yeah, I don't think there's a choice for lock it.
Strap yourselves in, boys.
Click on the minimap like this. That's the pro way to control it, right? Presumably.
I'm listening.
I see the drop ship is fairly slow. Good to know. Assign buildings to hotkeys so you can jump around the map more easily. That makes
In
sense.
transit, HQ.
Give me something to shoot. Jacked up and good to go.
Okay, so I have the maximum that could fit in this dropship.
Hang on, we're in for some chops. I'll reach you,
Your
sir.
forces are under
Go
attack.
ahead, HQ.
Transmit coordinates.
Something on your mind? Yeah? No problem.
Alright, go team.
Go ahead, Commander. Give me something to shoot. Standing by.
So I can send 16 soldiers over there.
Can I take your order?
I'll probably send some of these vultures over.
Bye.
Vulture counts as 2. I can get 2 vultures and a bunch of soldiers. We're going to build a few more
Yes, sir.
supply depots.
Orders received.
Control 1 to 10. I see how that's quite a bit faster, clicking on the minimap instead.
Commander.
Yeah? What do you want?
Alright, so the pro strat's probably to get the dropships in the back and sending the wraiths in the front so they can shoot any aerial units that try to attack the
Go ahead, Commander.
dropships.
Destination? Strap yourselves in, boys.
Oof. I don't have any of those. Guessing ground units are better at dealing with those than...
Input coordinates.
Gotta be further over the ground, I guess.
5 by 5. Go ahead, HQ.
I see. And I can only unload a little bit at a time, I guess. I'm gonna lose all these units?
Your forces are under
Oh,
attack.
that's bad. Okay. Well, now I know I can't just click them all out really fast like I can with the with the bunkers. So they have like a cooldown to unload people, I guess. Could upgrade their ship plating too, right? That didn't go great. Make a big ball, send them all in at once. Okay. Alright, well, I killed one of their anti-air things. That was ugly, but I think I've got better plans for what to do next time, maybe, possibly? We'll see. Woof. Learning, though, that's the point of this, isn't it?
Yeah? Go ahead, Commander.
It's an enemy vulture, right? No, it wasn't attacking there, that's weird.
What do you want?
Got a beachhead now. Before they build more aerial things, I guess.
Buckle up.
Spent a lot of time on BattleNet, nice.
Go ahead, HQ.
Base
Strap
is under
yourself in,
attack.
boys. Go ahead, HQ. In the 5, 5 by 5.
I see. A place where I can somewhat safely drop soldiers.
I'm listening.
Wow, they really don't want to drop, or I really have to be far inland to be able to drop, don't I?
Hang on, we're in for some chops. In transit, HQ. Hang on, we're in for
Gotcha.
some chops. Buckle up. In transit,
Get away
HQ.
before you get blown up! Then I got blown up. Okay, got it. I think I get it what I'm supposed to do in the future. I should probably have some SCVs out here to help repair the dropships, right? Click unload all, and then click on the ground.
Your forces are under attack.
Can you just drop all of them instantly, or do you have to individually click all of them?
I'll read you, sir.
That doesn't help me, Donovan. That makes me less wanting to play RTS games.
Oh, is that it?
I'm probably gonna die here.
Your forces are under attack.
Where's the unload all button you're talking about?
Something on your mind? Yeah, I'm going.
As fast as they can. So it's still about the same speed, but I don't have to like micro click it over and over. Shit,
Your
that was a
forces
waste.
are under attack.
I didn't get there in time. Alright. Send more guys to my base down here. Probably send a SCV down here to help with repairing dropships and stuff. Get the rest of my dropships down there.
In the 5, 5 by 5.
Maybe make some more, what do you call them, vultures? One by one, but it can go quick. Does it go any faster when you click unload all than if you manually click each and every one of them? Great infantry weapons, yes please. Should have been doing that a while ago. Search Apollo reactor, extra, oh, and Wraith ability, that's cool. See what other choices I have for like improving the stats of things that are already built. What buildings typically govern that ability? Just the engineering bay, usually?
Alright, bring it on.
Engineering bay and armory. Do I have an armory right now? I don't know that I do. Search Stimpack Tech. Will they Stimpack on their own, or are most of those abilities like micro stuff that I have to manually activate? Bay. Armory later. Okay. Check an SCV here and see if there's something I can make.
I read you. Orders received.
Alright, bring it on.
My micro. Okay. Missile turret, barracks, academy, bunker, supply depot. So it's an add-on to the engineering bay? Is that how it works? I'll send this guy down to help repair shit.
Orders received.
Destination.
Give me something to shoot.
Made a lot of soldiers and got them all killed very quickly there. Woof.
Alright, bring it on!
Ah well.
Yeah? I dig.
Unit upgrades and class upgrades. I got another barracks down here, didn't I? Class upgrades will upgrade the stats for any particular class type, like vehicle armor or unit armor. I think I see. Okay, that makes sense.
Research complete.
You want a piece of me, boy? You want a piece of me, boy?
I forget, is there a way in this game to say once a unit is built, send them here immediately? Without having to go back and check it every single time?
Outstanding.
It's like a rally point or something, right?
Commander. Go, go, go.
But you have an academy, yeah. It's down here somewhere, this guy.
Bring it on!
You want a piece of me, boy? You want a piece of me, boy?
Shift click.
You want a piece of me, boy?
That's what this rally point is. That means any new units generated by that building will ship to where you send them to.
Commander. Outstanding.
Reporting for duty.
Can I take your
Want a
order?
piece of
Something on
me?
your mind?
You want a piece of me, boy?
Input
Want a
coordinates.
piece of me, boy?
Oh, this is the guy I needed to repair.
Yes, sir.
Actually, don't go in there.
Input
Shit.
coordinates.
I want to have him repair.
Strap yourself in, boys.
Yes, sir. Orders received.
Go ahead, HQ.
Repairing, it's happening.
Commander. You want a piece
Go
of me,
ahead,
boy?
HQ.
So we'd want to wait and send them all in at the same time and set them
Piece of
to
me, boy?
unload all as you. Okay.
Buckle up.
So I'll move them towards the edge when I'm about ready to send them here.
Go, go, go.
Destination.
Standing by. Jacked up and good to go.
I'm listening.
Commander.
Go ahead, HQ.
Select all of them and then the unload all button will work for the whole group.
Good to go.
Okay. Good to know.
Can I take your
You want
order?
a piece of me, boy? You want a piece of me, boy?
Let me set this rally point. Use more than one SCV to build or repair faster. So since I had an idle one, it would have made sense to do that there, I guess.
Standing by.
Okay, see?
Let's move. You want a piece of me, boy?
Destination.
You want a piece of me, boy? Jacked up and good to go.
Input coordinates. Go ahead, HQ. I'm listening. Destination.
Base is under
Destination.
attack.
By what? Cut that shit out. Okay, good job, team. Proud of you.
You want a piece of me, boy? Commander. Rock and roll.
Go ahead, HQ.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Can
I guess maybe an advantage of putting bigger units in the dropships is it can drop all of them faster. 'Cause there's fewer units to unload. I'm probably going to keep the game speed low since I'm bad at it. Helps me to
Base is under attack.
control what I'm doing, if that makes sense.
You want a piece of me, boy? You want a piece of me, boy?
Advanced buildings for the SUV. I think I saw turrets earlier. Oh, I guess I'm basically using bunkers as turrets right now, so it's not terrible.
Go ahead, HQ.
Commander.
Go ahead, HQ.
Send my other dropships down there.
Hang on, we're in for some chop.
Jacked up and good to go. Outstanding. You want a piece of me, boy? Give me something to shoot. Outstanding. You want a piece of me, boy? You want a piece of me,
Downside later, the bunkers don't have vision to see cloaked units. Oh, I see what you're saying. You guys serious? Is that because of the not having them set to attack while moving? It's funny. So presumably this guy can stim pack now, right? Does that heal them, or does that just make them do more damage? I think it's the other. It's the latter.
Destination. Input coordinates. In the 5, 5 by 5.
Something on your mind?
I'm listening. Destination.
Okay, so we got several full dropships here. This is a good mission to teach you about dropships. I think that's the purpose of this one ultimately.
Let's move.
Costs health, but increase. Oh, it's the opposite of what I thought it was. Okay, good to know.
I'm listening.
Jacked up and good to go.
Go ahead, HQ. I'm listening. Input coordinates.
Jacked up and good to go. Commander, outstanding. Commander, rock and roll.
Input coordinates.
That's cool. There's like a thing under the water there.
Transit
I
HQ.
dig that.
I copy that.
Let's see. Do I want to make more vultures? Oh, machine shop. So does that like build on top of this? So like gets up in the air and builds an add-on to it or something? That's why I was able to occupy the same space. Okay, I think I get it. Okay, I'm getting pretty close to my supply caps.
Jacked up and good to go.
Input coordinates.
Send some more vultures down there, probably. Let me make sure I don't have any other bunkers that I want to unload first. Each vulture costs 2, so I can only make 2 right now. Gotcha.
Yes, sir?
I see, and this, like, bit of materials up here is almost spent, it looks like. Almost fully mined all of that, basically.
Jacked up and good to go.
Add-on complete.
Add-on complete. Oh, I see. Ion thrusters, faster vulture movements. That's cool. Okay, I think I get it. You said eventually I'd be able to make an armory? Is that an add-on to another existing building? Take off later, the add-on doesn't go with it. I see. Sure.
I'm listening. Destination. In transit HQ.
You get my vultures over here.
I read you, sir.
Then we'll send this whole group of dropships in and hopefully not get wrecked.
All right, bring it on.
Armory's an advanced building.
Go ahead.
What are you doing? Oh, they try to meet the vulture. I
In
see.
transit HQ.
So if you send the vulture and you say, hey, go to this thing, it'll automatically try to meet it at the midway point, I guess.
Go
Gotcha.
ahead HQ.
Well, let me go ahead and try to establish
Go
a
ahead HQ.
forward base here on the beach.
Strap yourselves in, boys. Hang on, we're in for some chops. I copy that.
Yeah? Yeah, I'm going.
Input coordinates.
Your forces are under attack.
Strap yourselves in, boys.
Okay, yeah, unload all is quite a bit better, isn't it?
Destination.
Is there a way for me to select all of the same unit? Yes. Okay.
Your forces are under attack.
Commander, rock and roll.
I don't want anybody sitting here idle, basically.
Rock and roll.
This is working. They're all empty. We'll send them back to get repairs in here.
Yeah? No problem.
Yeah, I know.
I dig.
The reason they're all taking damage is because I can't do all those things at the same time very well, unfortunately. Alright, so I can only select a maximum of a certain number of soldiers. Is that the same in StarCraft 2, or did they change that so you can control more soldiers at once? StarCraft 2 has no limit. Okay, that's cool. I imagine that's a big part of like pro player strategy in the multiplayer is selecting the right number of them. It's gonna make it harder to play as Zerg, I imagine.
Something on your mind? I'll reach you, sir.
Use hotkeys, I see.
Let's move.
Control 1 through 10. Yeah, people keep telling me every time I've played RTS games on stream that I should use control groups, but it doesn't work very well with my brain yet. I'll probably have to get a little bit more accustomed to the way the base game works to be able to do that. Oh god, what just blew them up? That was shitty. Like a mine or something?
What are you on?
Give me something to shoot. Let's move.
It seems like it's just kind of a default thing that's in every game that's like this one, right? I have one up here that had some guys, but not a ton of them.
I copy that.
Yeah?
I would just have to practice more and more. This game is probably the most accessible RTS game I've ever played. I don't know if it's just that the difficulty is tuned right or it like slowly introduces you to the mechanics. It feels like the campaign of this game was written for like someone who's never played an RTS game before. And almost every other RTS game I've played, at least on stream, has been like, hey, you've played a million of these, so let's just skip you and get you right into the action. Maybe that's just what Blizzard does really well, is they identify a burgeoning genre, come up with a way to make it... Oh, that must have been what killed me earlier, this anti-air thing.
Go ahead, HQ.
Buy dropship. Warcraft's really good about it too. That used to be what they do, they'd streamline it and they make it easier to understand and kind of slowly gate your experience with it. Age of Empires 2, interesting.
Rock and roll.
Something on your mind?
Alright, well I have a good idea of the number of soldiers that's appropriate for a ground invasion now. I probably could have come over here and started attacking these guys way sooner. But I definitely see the advantage of the turtling thing. I was able to basically sit in my corner of the map until I had 1 million soldiers, which would never work in an online game, but when you're playing the campaign, it doesn't really matter.
Rock and roll.
Oh, those are like spider mines or something? Oh, if I micro, I can dodge those once I spot them. That's kind of cool.
Go, go, go.
What are you on? Yeah? Oh, is that it?
Spider mines are there to keep you from just sending guys off walking without like managing where they're walking, maybe. Enemy starts using siege weapons with longer range air defenses. Slow your advance, I see. It's possible to fully avoid damage from them if you're careful though, I guess is my point.
Commander. Outstanding. Rock and roll. Commander. Outstanding.
I forgot to press A for these guys, which is why they're just standing around instead of intercepting enemies immediately. I should just be in the habit of always pressing A to move armed units, right? Never just click. It'd be nice if that was a setting. I think that I heard somebody say that that changes in StarCraft 2 as well, right? Where like your units will always stop to attack. Hey, first try. Cool. So, just so I don't start the next mission mid-mission, I think it helps to build things in a row. We'll watch the cutscene here, but I think I'll wrap a little bit early and just credit the time to Kevin in his next subblock, so we'll see. Sometimes you need to move, not cast. Yeah, I like forced move in Diablo. But I like the default being attack and me having to override to move rather than the other way around. Those crap ships.
It appears that the Confederates are in a state of panic about the Antiguan revolt. I'm picking up a high number of Confederate transmissions going back and forth between their outposts and their headquarters on Tarsonis. Most of the transmissions are heavily coded, but wait, here's something.
There's a General Duke calling from Alpha Squadron flagship Norad II. We've crash-landed and are being hit hard by the Zerg. Request immediate backup from anyone receiving this signal. Repeat, this is a Priority 1 distress call.
Zerg? Here? Serves them right. About time they got a taste of what it's like to be in there mixing it up.
Jim, I want you to move in and save that base.
I'm positive I didn't hear that right.
Arcturus, have you lost your
Arcturus
mind?
Mensk is definitely not a bad guy.
I know Duke's a cold-hearted bastard, but an entire colony shouldn't have to suffer for that. Besides, a Confederate general could prove to be a powerful ally. This is an opportunity we cannot miss.
I don't like this at all.
I'm not asking you to like it. I'm asking you to do it.
Yes, sir.
Great. Let's get this over with.
Cool. Alright, so I'll start the mission and I'll leave some notes for future me, but then we'll just give an extra 6 minutes to Kevin next time. 5 or 6 minutes. Terran dropships ferry units quickly between areas. Right click on the dropship, built the starboard. No kidding. Really needed them last mission. Cool. Okay, future me, you just started a new mission. This mission is to send all of your units to rescue Confederate general who we don't like, but who Arcturus Mensk has instructed us to save. Important things that you learned this past session include when you use dropships, you want to unload all of the soldiers from them at once. And you want to click on the map to move around if you can. Be careful not to hit escape when you're in the middle of building a building. And just try to turtle and send as many dudes as you possibly can to blow shit up. So thanks, folks. We'll be back with the last subblock game for today, which is Devil May Cry, in a few minutes. You sure you wish to exit StarCraft? Why would you do such a thing?